Hi, welcome back to my channel. So, I don't know if you can see this big pile of clothes. This is literally just a pile of all my t-shirts. I've decided I'm going to do an absolute huge wardrobe declutter purely because I am moving out in about 4 weeks. So it gives me time to put them on Vinted. I've got so many clothes and this is going to be ruthless. And I say ruthless. So I need to just get rid of stuff I don't wear. I know there's stuff in here that I don't wear and that I'm like, oh, I will wear this for this occasion, and that occasion happens once every 5 years. So it's gone. If I've not worn it since I've been at uni, I know I won't wear it. If it's too big, it's gone. So yeah, I'm gonna go through by each category. Now I want to try and get rid of about 25% of each category. So I'm doing a little bit differently than I normally do. Normally I'm kind of just like, I'll get rid of it or not. I've not got a set number. But today, because I'm being ruthless, I'm setting myself a set number of how many things of each category to get rid of. So these are all my shirts. This is like going out tops, crop tops, oversized shirts, casual shirts, all of that. A 74. 74. I dread to think how many items of clothing I actually own at uni. Well, 75 if you include this t-shirt here. So I want to try and get rid of about 20 tops is what I'm gonna set myself, because I know there's ones in here that like I don't wear. So yeah, we're gonna go through all of these. Yeah, so I've got to get rid of about 20. Now I don't think I'm going to be trying stuff on. I think I'm going to know if it fits or not. If I've not worn it, it's gone. I think I might have to do a hair up for this one. We're getting down to business. As always, these clothes are going to be on my Vinted in the next week, and then whatever's kind of not sold by the time I move out in about 4 weeks, I'm literally just going to take to the charity shop like the day before I move out, because I'm not moving out with all of this. This is the whole point of a declutter, is to not move out with as many things. So yeah, as always, these are all jumbled up. I'm literally just going to be picking them up and doing a keep and declutter. It may be a case of, if I've only decluttered 10, I then have to go back through the keeps, but I'm going to try and be as ruthless as I possibly can. So grab a snack. This is definitely going to be like probably like a 3-part wardrobe declutter, so stay tuned for that. So first up is this little grey vest top. Absolutely love it. Keep. Well, first off is obviously the shirt that I'm wearing now. Keep. Obviously this is my second keep. Now I did do washing today, so every single one of my clothes is here. I've got nothing in my wash basket. Obviously I've got like pyjama trousers and this top box, so I'm keeping these because I wear them. So this is all the clothes I actually do have. Wow. This is the clothes I have at uni. There are some clothes I still have at home, but I think when I get back home I'll do another to go through them, because I feel like most of them probably won't fit, and if I've left them at home I don't like them enough to bring them to uni, so probably will get rid of most of those, but we'll see when we get there. So now we just have this sort of ribbed green plain tee. Keep. It's good, like casual. It's a little like a white going out top. It's really creased and needs ironing, but yes, absolutely. I've worn this like 5 or 6 different occasions, so absolutely keep that one. Now we've got a vest. So this is just a nude vest. Honestly, see, I feel like this is the ones that I could part with, but I feel like if you've got a shirt that's a bit see-through, this is kind of good just to put under it. Or if I'm wearing a thick jumper in the winter, I'll then just wear a vest underneath. So I'm going to put this in a maybe pile, and then we'll see how many are in the decluttered pile that have to go. Next we've got bright yellow t-shirt. This is my Sisto competition t-shirt from Scotland, so of course I'm going to be keeping all my comp shirts. They're memories, they're good for training in. Well, I'm not allowed to train anymore, but you know, they're good for like lounging around the house and stuff like that, so keeping those as well. Then we've just got this Primark Krispy Kreme t-shirt in green. Of course I'm keeping it, it's not too big. These are like men's shirts. They did like a men's range, but they didn't do like a women's range. But like Primark men's small or like extra small, to be fair, I feel like the ones I know I'm going to keep, I'm literally just going to pull up first, and then the ones I'm not sure about, I feel like are kind of going to be left to the end a little bit. But this calm morning sort of tee, again, good for like just wearing like pyjama pants, joggers, lounging around. Keeping that one. This top here, now this top still has the tags in it. Oh, £3, not bad. on sale, but I feel like this is just like a good like summer shirt, so I'm gonna keep, well, I've not worn it, I don't know if it's see-through, I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile, and I might have to put that on to see if it's see-through because I don't actually think I've ever tried that shirt on, so we're gonna see that at the end. Right, bright yellow crop t-shirt. Honestly, I think I'm gonna declutter this because I won't wear a bright yellow. This is the kind of shirt that you keep for like that one occasion where you have to dress up as like a minion or something, and that occasion just hasn't happened, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Then we've got the same as the green t-shirt but in grey, again this ribbed basic tee, keeping. Then we've just got this like cropped tee from Primark, keeping. Then we have got this, again it's another comp shirt, so of course we're keeping it. It's my Manchester Open shirt, and it's like the sweaty, it's like sweat resistant material, it's like an actual like proper training top, so you already know I'm keeping that one. Then we just have this purple kind of t-shirt. It just says Fabulous Strictly Live Tour. I've never seen the Strictly Live Tour. I don't know where this has come from. I think I used this as a pyjama top, and I think it's made its way into this pile. So I'm gonna put this with pyjama tops and then see what's happening with pyjamas later. So technically I have 74. I'm still gonna try and aim for 20. So I think another top that I could get rid of is this kind of top. If you saw my mega unboxing haul that I did, obviously I bought this from H&M. I've still yet to wear it. I think I put it on intending to wear it on a night out, but I feel like if you've got a smaller chest it looks better on you, because my friend actually borrowed it for like a Mamma Mia themed night out. So yeah, I'm going to put this on Vinted because I've never worn it, and I just think halter necks aren't really for me. I think I've got too like broad shoulders. So next we've got this one. So this is just a corset top from Zara. I'm fairly sure I got this in TK Maxx actually. I've actually yet to wear this on a night out, so of course we're gonna keep that one. Then we've just got this sort of like vest top. This is from New Look. Love it, gonna keep that. I'll wear that one. Do you know what, this isn't really going very well, is it? So far I've got rid of 2 and I've kept about 15. But I have got two others in the maybe pile, so I feel like I'm gonna have to be a little bit more ruthless. Oh, okay, so this is my Leeds comp shirt from Leeds. This was the last comp that we did of the year. I just about made it to Leeds, so of course you know we're keeping that on. Then we've got this top here. Now this is actually a bodysuit, but I've got like a long torso, so this doesn't actually fit as a bodysuit. I kind of just have to wear it as the top. So I don't know if I would, I'm not wearing it for the intended purpose, so I feel like for that reason I shouldn't really be keeping it. But I like the top, it's a very flattering top, so I feel like I am going to put this in the maybe pile and kind of just see, because so next we've just got this purple bandeau top, keeping. Love this in the summer. Then we've just got this long sleeved ribbed bodysuit. Now I'm not really one for wearing long sleeves, I'll be honest. Wearing long sleeves isn't 100% really my thing, but yeah, this one is like quite thin material. It is a tiny little bit see-through. Would I wear it? I feel like I literally wore this like twice this year. I'll put this in the maybe pile, and I might need to try that one on again and just have a look. So next we have got this off the shoulder striped shirt. Love this. Then we've got this black top. Now again, I've got this in my mega run, but again I don't think I've actually worn this. I think it can go. If I've not worn it, it's going. So next we've just got this red like mini like cropped tank top. Again, I love this, I like wearing it, so we're gonna keep it. Then we've got this blue crop top. Now I can't lie, it is, I'm gonna say it's a bit small, but it is like quite tight fitting. This is basically the same as the yellow one, so I think I am gonna get rid of this. I've got enough kind of different coloured crop tops. So next we've got this kind of black, what is this, like a ribbed crop top. I've got this in white as well somewhere. Love it, gonna keep. Next up we have got this long sleeve bodysuit. Again, I'm not really a long sleeve bodysuit type of person. I did buy this, I dressed up as Black Widow for, I want to say Halloween. It wasn't even Halloween, it was like 3 months ago, for Superheroes Social. So if you saw that, you obviously saw what my costume looked like. Now I've just realised the zip is actually broken. completely broken. It's obviously happened when it's been in the wash, like the bottom part of the zip's actually come off, so it doesn't actually zip up. So, but I absolutely love this bodysuit. So sad. So I'm going to put it in the maybe pile and see what it looks like, because the zip is only like a tiny little zip. I'm going to see what it looks like with the broken zip and whether I can actually get away with wearing it or not, and then I'll decide if I'm going to keep it from there. Again, my mega unboxing haul, this had like long sleeves. I cut them off because I didn't like them, but I've actually never worn this shirt, and I don't know if I would, because I think it's the scrunching. I love a good scrunch, but I think my boobs are too big for the scrunch in detail, like, so I'm actually going to get rid of that one. That is so sad, but a little DIY moment, but that's gone. And my pile, it honestly does not feel like I've made a dent in it. What is this? Oh, so this is my sports captain t-shirt from secondary school, so of course I'm keeping this. Then we've just got this white t-shirt. Now I'll be honest, I've not worn it this year. Like, I generally just haven't worn it, so I feel like I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. Then we've got this black sort of, it's like a corset top, but it's not. It's got like a zip in the back. H&M, love this. I'm also gonna be keeping this. I'll wear this on quite a few nights out in the year. Again, we've just got like another kind of like a white t-shirt. This is like a lemon one. I actually quite like this one, so I'm going to be keeping this one. Then again, another comp shirt. This is my Nottingham Open shirt. The theme was Disney, as you can tell, so of course we're keeping that. Then we've just got another kind of training top. This is kind of like a blue activewear top. So yeah, gonna keep this one. Then this is my tour t-shirt. Oh, it's one of my tour t-shirts. So which one's it? This was from Germany in 2022. Oh my gosh, that feels like so long ago now. But yes, it's like a blue polo shirt. Now I don't really wear them that often, but they're good to keep for the memories, so I'm going to be keeping this one. And there is another one lurking around somewhere. I'll find it in the pile. Again, just a casual blue fitted workout top. I'm going to be keeping. Again, this is my Geordie Cup, so this is my Newcastle t-shirt. This was the first competition that we did at the start of the year. The memories, I kicked a trampoline and had a fast bruise across all of my toes. Don't kick the male bits on trampolines, they hurt. I didn't even intend to kick it either, but yeah, I had a bruise like that across my foot. So next we have, this is a Paul Smith t-shirt. Now I feel like I'm gonna get rid of this because I feel like I like the oversized, but I feel like this is too oversized now. So, and I've not worn it this year at uni at all, so this is another one that can go. Then we've got this top. Again, it's from TK Maxx. A lot of my clothes are like TK Maxx, Primark, New Look, H&M, that kind of vibe. This is just kind of like Japanese t-shirt. Again, I've not worn it this year, so I am actually gonna get rid of it. So next we've got this pink vest top, hot pink. Of course I'm gonna be keeping. I actually have two of these. I left one of them at home. Then again, this is basically the blue workout top but in black. Of course, keeping. This is a little grey top. It says ready to retire. I think that suits me quite perfectly at the minute, so of course I'm keeping this one. Then we've got this white lace top. Now this is a going out top. I've actually not worn it yet, so I am going to keep it because I got it off Vinted quite recently, and I've just obviously not gone out to wear it because obviously uni's over, there are no more Wednesday socials, and obviously I'm like the last of my friendship group to kind of move out, so I won't be really going on many more nights out, so I'm going to be keeping this and obviously bringing it back next year. Then again, we've just got this like little white sort of like ribbed crop top. Again, keeping. It's a good basic to have, and I like to just put it under jumpers and wear it with pajama bottoms, things like that. So now we've got the top that I'm wearing but in green. As you can tell, there's a lot of green in my wardrobe. I love a good green top, keeping. Then again, this is the same as like the red tank top but in white, so keeping. This is definitely the big theme. If I find something that I like, I buy it in like 5 different colours. So what is this? This is, it's downhill from here. This is kind of like a graphic tee. Again, I've not worn it. I don't think I will wear it. I think it's like to the point where it's too oversized now, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And this is my Young Leaders top, which I liberated from my sixth form, so Gonna keep that one. Again, this is like another going out top. It's really cute, keeping. Then this is the same as the black top earlier, but in white, so we're gonna keep the white version. Then we've got this top. Now this is kind of like a thicker sort of like crop top. I don't actually think I've worn this year, I'll be honest. I really don't think I have worn it. It's got to go by default because I actually don't think I've worn it since I've been at uni. Again, another crop top in like pink, keeping. This shirt always somehow makes it through all my declutters, purely on the basis that it's the only kind of sixth formy office dress shirt that I actually have. Why I bought it with uni to me, I don't know. I feel like I bought it because I might have needed it. Not worn it, but I feel like I'm just gonna leave it at home because you never know when you're gonna need a shirt like that. So then we've got this Zara shirt. This is like ties in the back, love it, keeping. Again, same as the Krispy Kreme shirt but in like a white beige colour. Gonna be keeping that one. Now I'm slowly running out of clothes and I've not decluttered enough, so we're gonna have to go back to being brutal. So this black corset, now I think I'm gonna get rid of this one purely because it is starting to like fray, like the material and stuff is all kind of like fraying and like the elastic is kind of going. So I'm not going to be putting this on my Vinted. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to put this one in the bin, but this is another one that has been decluttered. So this is my white top but in pink, so keeping. Oh right, this top, love this top. This is like a green kind of bralette top, wear it for going out. It's one of my favourites. Then we've just got a plain basic white crop top, again staple keep. Then we have this top. I'm fairly sure this is from the kids section in Primark, I'll be honest. So this is kind of just like a white top. Again, I'm going to keep this one. Then we have this top here. I literally wore it yesterday or the day before, can't remember. So yeah, this is kind of like a striped top with a collar from Primark. Keeping because I absolutely love it. Again, another top I'm keeping. It's just this white kind of like spaghetti strap top. I've worn this on so many nights out, like so many socials, just like under costumes and things like that. So yeah, that's getting kept. Then we've got this green bodysuit. Again, love it, keeping. I've also got it in brown somewhere here. So again, I'm going to keep it in brown as well. These are good just kind of like when you're going out and you don't know what to wear. Jeans are one of them and you're absolutely fine for the night. Then we've just got a grey vest. Again, I like wearing this just kind of with pyjama pants, you know, you're not going anywhere. So keeping that one. Then we've got this top here, which is kind of like a bandeau. It's kind of like denim, sort of like a bandeau top. I'll be honest, I've not actually worn it on a night out, but I did only kind of buy this like a month and a half, like 2 months ago. So I'm going to keep it and see if I can style it and wear it out. Then again with this like denim corset, I've only worn it on a night out once, but I've not had the opportunity to wear it again, so I'm going to keep that. And I got rid of my other corset top anyway. Then again, another going out top. This is Pretty Little Thing one. It's got like a hole in the front. Again, this is fairly new off Vinted. I've not like worn it, so we're keeping that for that reason. I know I literally said if I've not worn it, but that's because I bought it like a month ago and I've not been going out. So now we've got this top. Again, this is a top that kind of you just like wear around the house sort of thing. So yeah, absolutely love that one. Now we've got this. Again, it's like another kind of like Japanese like t-shirt. Again, I've not worn it, so it's gonna go. Then we've got my other tour t-shirt. This was my Czechia in 2023. Keeping. Then again, just this is kind of like a sports bra kind of top, so yeah, I love that one, keeping. See, right, I don't know what to do about this top because it's still got the tags in it, but it is kind of like a nice activewear top, so I'm gonna be keeping it for now and pray that I'm allowed to return back to sports. If not, then I will go through all of my activewear and kind of just get rid of all the activewear that I've kept, because obviously I don't need to keep it anymore. So I've got 2 tops left. So we've got this black one, which I think I'm going to keep because if I'm going to wear a graphic tee, I quite like this one, I'd wear that one. And then we've also got this top here, which, ignore the fact that they're creased and they need ironing. So again, I think I'm going to keep this one as well. If I just need like a graphic tee, I actually reach for these ones over the other ones. So there are currently 12 tops in my decluttering pile, meaning I need to scrounge 8 tops from somewhere. So I'm going to re-go through my maybe pile. So what, I feel like with this vest, I feel like if I need to wear a vest, I've got that light grey one. So that makes number 13. This green long sleeve bodysuit, I feel like I'm going to get rid of it because I've worn it once. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't like the feeling of wearing long sleeves because I'm always like a really hot person. And then I'm going to try on these 3 shirts and kind of just see if they fit, like see what's going on, and then we will go back through the pile and see how many more shirts I need to pull out. I've just kind of gone through my piles again. This kind of cami top, I am actually going to get rid of purely because it's a lot longer than I thought it was. Let's be honest, however long I've had this, I've not worn it, so yeah, that is also going. I've also got back my Strictly tall shirt. Again, that can go because I've got enough pyjama shirts anyway, so it's going to be decluttered at some point, and I obviously put it in my t-shirt section for a reason, so that's also going. And so is the bodysuit. Obviously, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put this in the bin, but I got it off Vinted and it was literally just for a costume. I wouldn't wear it any other time. So again, the long sleeve bodysuit was going, but I am keeping the other short sleeve black bodysuit because I do like to wear it as a top rather than as a bodysuit. So I've decided to get rid of, like, go back through my pile and get rid of some stuff. So I'm going to get rid of this activewear top purely because it is a bit baggy, and obviously the sports I play are netball and trampolining, so I'm jumping up and down, so I don't really need a top sort of flowy with the air resistance. I wear like tight things, so I'm going to get rid of this. And then I've also decided to get rid of this brand new top because I'm fairly sure I bought this at the start of the year when I was still playing sports, and in the 6 months that I was still playing sports I've not worn it, so again that's time to go. And then I've decided to get rid of these 2 black ribbed crop tops as well, purely because, like the black and the white one, purely because if I want like a white crop top, I've got other ones which I reach for, like over this one, and then I don't really ever wear a black ribbed crop top. Okay, so I've got my 20, so I'll keep the black one just because I don't have any other black crop tops, but obviously if it doesn't get worn then it can go in my next declutter. So that is my 20 tops decluttered. I feel like, so that is tops. So now I'm going to move on to bottoms. This is bottoms, so this is like leggings, jeans, shorts, joggers, skirts, you name it is in here. So I have 26 items in here, so I feel like I'm gonna aim to get rid of like 5. I feel like 5 is a good number. Obviously the last like 4 months, obviously I've been in and out of different braces, so obviously I've been limited to what bottoms I can actually wear because they don't fit underneath or over the top, so it's just awkward. So I am gonna have to obviously take that into account. Obviously jeans, I've not worn jeans for a good like 4 months because they just don't fit under or in a brace and it's just so uncomfortable. And obviously joggers, it's been summer, so I've not really been wearing them either, so there is a lot to consider, but I'm gonna get rid of like 5 hopefully. So as always, literally just picking these up randomly. So first pair of shorts, these are like smiley face shorts. Yeah, love these for the summer. Keeping, I feel like all the shorts I have I'm pretty much going to be keeping because I only have like 3 or 4 pairs of shorts. Then we've got these shorts. Now I love these shorts. These shorts have pockets. Obviously when we compete we have to wear plain black shorts, so obviously I wear these. Well, I wore these for compete. I don't know why I'm talking about it like I'm going to be competing next year. I'm not. But yeah, I love these for like lounging around the house, and these are like cycling shorts, so we're keeping those as well. And we've got some joggers. Now I feel like I've got so many pairs of joggers that I don't really wear. Obviously I don't wear them out. So we've got these ones from Primark. These are kind of just like a wide leg jogger. These are white. I'm going to be keeping these. I think out of any of the joggers that I have, these are probably like my comfiest pair. So yeah, definitely going to be keeping those ones. Another pair of white joggers. Now, these are absolutely disgusting. But these have like a pocket in the back. I've just realised these are absolutely like disgusting on the front. These have got like stains and goodness knows what else. Again, these are Primark. I like the fact that they're elasticated, but they are too short. My problem is, because I'm so tall, these are just too short, so I'm going to get rid of these. This can be number 1. Then we've got this skirt. Obviously this is like my only kind of like going out skirt, so of course I'm going to be keeping a pair of leggings. Now I feel like I'm going to put my leggings to the side because I feel like I've got 5 pairs of leggings. I don't know, I'm going to put my leggings to the side and kind of do like leggings. So now we've got a pair of jeans. I've not worn jeans in like 4 months. I'm fairly sure these are the jeans I'm wearing when I actually did my knee, I'll be honest. Maybe I need to get rid of them. Maybe they're like bad luck or something. I don't know. No, to be fair, I don't think these ones are. I think I had like light blue ones. So that'd be in this pile here somewhere. But yeah, I feel like I don't really own many like grey wash jeans. So yeah, I'm going to keep these. Obviously these are ripped. I love a good ripped jean. So yep, going to keep those. We've got another pair of shorts. These are kind of just like activewear shorts, again casual everyday, keeping. We've got another pair of joggers. These are kind of like cuffed joggers, so I feel like I'm going to keep these ones because these are like my only like cuffed joggers that I do have. The rest are kind of just like straight leg. Again, another pair of shorts. These are slightly different to the other ones. These kind of got mesh on the bottoms, keeping these good for every day. Then again, another pair of jeans. These are kind of just like a paper bag waist, and then these like straight legged. Love these, love the colour of them, super comfy, one of my favourite pairs of jeans, so we're keeping. Then we've got these grey like charcoal jeans. Again, these are like straight leg jeans, these are like ripped, so yeah, I love a good ripped jean. Right, another thing I think I'm going to get rid of are these joggers. These are just like so old and they're really short on me now because I've grown so much, but it's so sad because I love these. But yeah, these are going. And another thing, I'm going to get rid of like these black sort of like, what do you call these, like, they're like leggings, but they're like sports leggings, purely because I'd rather just wear a pair of leggings. Like, I don't like the material, how they feel, so yeah, I'm getting rid of that. So again, another pair of just black shorts. These are like my newest pair. These are basically just plain black shorts, no pockets, no nothing. Again, handy basics to have, so yeah, keep those ones. So this is another pair of jeans. Again, these are just like paper bagged waist jeans. Now I feel like I'm gonna get rid of these ones purely because these are just too big. Like, these are too baggy around the waist, so I feel like if I need to get rid of any of them, they're these ones. But I absolutely love these ones because I don't have a dark wash jean, so I'm gonna put these in the maybe pile and try them on. Obviously I've not worn them for 4 months, and kind of see where we are. Again, another pair of shorts. These are just bright pink shorts. Again, absolutely love these. Keeping. Love a good pink denim short. Then we've got this skirt. So this is just a plain black mini skirt. Now normally I wouldn't be keeping this, but I am going to be keeping this, and I am going to put this in sort of like my random assortment bits for uni stuff because I already know next year it's going to come in handy. It's coming handy this year, so yeah, I'm going to keep it for that reason. I literally will only ever wear it for social. So this is my newest pair of jeans from Primark that I got the other day. These are like barreled, these are called like barreled leg jeans, and they've got like a little adjuster at the back and they button up the front. You best believe I'm keeping these. These are now one of my favourite pairs of jeans. Again, another pair of jeans. These are kind of just like charcoal wash, like straight legged skinny jeans. Yeah, I'm going to keep these ones as well. I don't have that many pairs of jeans. Like, these are literally all the jeans that I own, and it's like 5 to 6 pairs, so I feel like that's not bad, and they're all different, they're not the same. I'm fairly sure it was these jeans that I wore when I tore my meniscus in my knee. But I am going to keep them purely because they're ripped. They got like a weird kind of wash and they're like ripped at the bottom. I don't know if they're going to bring me like bad luck the next time I wear them. I probably better be careful. But so then I've got some paper bag shorts. Again, so many pockets, tied waist, love them, keeping those. Right, now I've got these jeans, right? Well, they're not really jeans, they're like green cargo-y sort of trousers. But see, I don't know if to keep them or not. I don't know if I like them. I like the fact that they've got like pockets and stuff, but I've also then got like green like cargos, which are like these. So I'm going to keep like my cargo pants, because obviously nights out, if you want to wear something a bit different. But I really don't know about these, because I'll wear them like every so often, but then if I don't want to wear jeans, this is just something different for me to wear. And I realise now that this is not all of the bottoms I have, so I'm going to go and get, and I've got two more pairs of bottoms lurking in my wardrobe, so I'm going to get them. But for now I'm going to keep these ones and just kind of see how much I wear them, I think. And then obviously we've got leggings. I've got quite a few pairs of leggings, but I feel like I'm just going to keep my leggings, because leggings are just kind of like that basic that you need to keep. Obviously I've got normal leggings, and then I've got like fluffy leggings for the winter, and then I've just kind of got leggings which have got like a little like crisscross detail at the front. So, oh, to be fair, I've only got 2 pairs of leggings. I thought I had more. So these are the other bottoms I have in my wardrobe. Now because I'm being completely ruthless, I am actually going to get rid of both of these pairs, purely because I like this pair. I've only ever worn them twice, and they are too big, unfortunately. Like, they're just like too big around the waist. Like, these are good like floral print. I've worn them on a night out, and I wore them at work one time when it was like funky trousers day. So unfortunately I'm gonna get rid of these, because there's just nowhere that I would wear these. Like, there's nowhere. And then obviously the same with these ones. Like, I really liked them, but they're too big, and they're just too big to the point where it's like they're like 2-3 sizes too big. So in the future I would repurchase these like in a smaller size, but obviously for now they've just got to go. So that is actually my 5 pairs. This was actually really easy, because I feel like with bottoms they either fit or they don't. Yeah, so with these jeans, I'm actually going to hold on to these jeans for a minute, because A, I've decluttered all my 5 anyway, and B, they're the only kind of like wash of those jeans I actually have. So we're going to be keeping all of those, and obviously those are my 5 bottoms that I have got rid of. So I'm going to end part 1 here, purely because I know I've still got like pyjamas, jackets, jumpers, dresses still to go through. So I'm going to be doing those in part 2, potentially part 3, depends how long it takes me to do all of that. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2. Also keep a look out on my Vinted, it will be linked down below. Get your hands on any of these, otherwise I'm just going to be taking them to the charity shop before I move out. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another video.